Hello everyone, welcome back to another end-to-end hockey trade update video. In today's video, we're looking at 3 small trades that happened to the end of trade deadline that I think were very interesting. So we'll touch on the Liljegren, Pearson, and Bongiovanni trades coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another end-to-end hockey trade update video. Once again, if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below. Let's YouTube know that you guys like this content, and we're trying to hit 650 subscribers. So if you can, leave a subscribe. It does help out the channel. And on top of that, don't forget to check out my live stream under the live tab from Friday, talking about all the trades that happened on trade deadline day. If you want my raw reactions, go check out my live stream. But in today's video, we do have a very interesting trade update video. We're going to start off here with a deal that happened between the Washington Capitals and the San Jose Sharks. The full deal was as follows. The Washington Capitals acquired Timothy Liljegren from the San Jose Sharks in exchange for the Vegas Golden Knights 2026 4th round pick. So this is a deal I do think that the Capitals win. For the Sharks, they had 5 pending UFA defensemen. There was a lot of talk that Liljegren did not have a future in San Jose, so he seemed like the most likely guy to wind up getting dealt, and he did. So I don't think this hurts their defense too much. They did acquire Jet Wu earlier in the week, but he's more of an AHLer, so I definitely do expect maybe one of the younger guys maybe take a Liljegren spot. So it's not a bad deal here for the Sharks. They also get the Knights 2026 4th round pick. Knights are currently in a playoff spot. That's probably going to be one that's in the middle to lower end of the draft. So I don't expect it to be a very high 4th round pick, but it's at least another draft pick that the Sharks have in their arsenal to use maybe in the offseason to try to improve their team, or maybe they use it actually to draft someone. So I definitely do expect the Sharks to really like picking up the 4th round pick. For the Caps, after dealing John Carlson the day before, they wound up trying to insulate their defense a tiny bit by acquiring Liljegren. He's 26 years old, right shot defenseman, pending UFA, so if it doesn't work out, they can walk away from him in free agency. He has a goal and 11 points in 43 games this year with the Sharks, has been healthy scratched on multiple occasions. I really do believe that Liljegren should be a really solid addition here for the Caps. He can play second or third pair minutes. He's an offensive-minded guy, but also pretty good defensively. He reunites with his former Toronto Maple Leaf teammate in Rasmus Sandin in Washington, so very interesting note there. 1 point, Sandin and Liljegren were the future of that Leafs decor. Now they're both in Washington, so very interesting note there. I do like this deal for both sides, but just given the fact they only had to go up a 4th round pick, I like this deal from the Caps a lot better. And while Liljegren's never going to be able to replace John Carlson, I do think this is a really solid second pair addition here for the Washington Capitals. So very interesting note there, but the Caps acquired Liljegren from the Sharks in exchange for a 4th round pick. Another very interesting low-end trade here was between the Buffalo Sabres and the Winnipeg Jets, as the Buffalo Sabres dealt their 2026 7th round pick to the Winnipeg Jets in exchange for Tanner Pearson. This is an interesting trade for the Jets side. Pearson was a pending UFA. He is a 4th line / spare forward. He's not the player he once was in teams like Los Angeles, so he's never going to get a big return. I do think a 7th round pick's maybe a tiny bit low, because I would have thought he maybe got like a 6th round pick instead of a 7th round pick, but still, like a 7th round pick is not anything to scoff at. It's in 2026, it's this year. The Jets could use it. They can maybe try and use it in like a deal to try and either improve in the draft rankings, or maybe try and do some other trade in the offseason. We'll have to wait and see, but at least they get a draft pick for a pending UFA who they probably were never getting back. For the Buffalo Sabres, they get Tanner Pearson. He's 33 years old. He's a left winger. He is on a 1-year deal, only making $1 million, so a very cheap addition here. Actually been quite productive for a veteran 4th line forward, having 7 goals and 13 points in 52 games. So he wasn't bad for the Winnipeg Jets. I do think will really help round out that bottom 6 in the Buffalo Sabres organization, maybe playing 4th line minutes with the newly acquired Sam Carrick. So very interesting note there. Pearson was also traded for by the Buffalo Sabres in exchange for a 7th round pick, a deal in which I do think Buffalo probably wins. Very buy low option here for Buffalo. And then one other trade I want to touch on here was between the Ottawa Senators and the Washington Capitals, as they swapped AHL players, as the Caps acquired Wyatt Bongiovanni from the Ottawa Senators in exchange for Clarke. It's not a bad swap here for the Caps to get Bongiovanni. He's 26 years old. A couple of years ago, I think, was acquired at the deadline from the Winnipeg Jets. He's a center prospect, 26 years old, had 12 goals, 25 points in 54 games over in the Ottawa Senators AHL affiliate. He's 26 years old, not sure if he'll ever amount to anything. Could eventually be a decent call-up option for the Caps, but it's just an added forward depth in case they're into some injuries, and someone to help their AHL team. So not a bad pickup here for the Senators. They acquire Clarke. He's 24 years old. He's a right winger with a 3rd round pick in 2019 of the New Jersey Devils. He had 15 goals and 24 points points in 50 games, but also had a 4-point night in his first game with the Ottawa Senators AHL affiliate. So I don't think he's guaranteed to make any sort of NHL push, but I could see him be like a call-up option, maybe like a spare forward at the NHL level. So we should wait and see what happens there, but not a bad pickup here for the Ottawa Senators. So it's an interesting AHL swap. I think it's most likely a win-win deal. Sens get an AHL player who's a little bit younger, Caps get an AHL player who has more experience. So I do think this is sort of like a win-win deal. Maybe Ottawa wins it if Clarke plays at the NHL level, but this is more of just like an AHL player swap. So definitely let me know your thoughts on all these deals down in the comment section below. Did Buffalo or Winnipeg win? Did Washington or San Jose win? Did Ottawa or Washington win? Or were these win-win deals? Let me know your thoughts on all of them down in the comment section below. That's all I'm going to talk about for today. Remember to like this video, and if you really liked it, remember to subscribe below. It's free to do. It helps out the channel, lets YouTube know you guys like this content, and we're trying to hit 650 in the very near future. So if you can, leave a subscribe, it really does help with the channel. On top of that, don't forget to check out my live stream under my live tab on my YouTube channel. We did a live stream on Friday talking about all the moves that happened on trade deadline day. So if you want my raw reaction, go check that out. I think you guys really like it. And on top of that, don't forget to stay tuned for more videos coming out in the very near future. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one.